I am so excited about being part of your spa hour. It's so important to understand the science behind the aging of skin and what we can do to take better care to help nourish this important organ. Well, it's so important to understand that the skin has natural defense mechanisms. The skin's outer layer, called the epidermis, is actually the barrier defending your body from the environment. And maintaining and strengthening these defenses, what's called the skin's barrier function, is the key for healthy, youthful-looking skin. I want to identify the three areas. First, the skin's protective acid mantle. And secondly, we'll talk about the outer layer of the skin called the horny layer. And then lastly, the active cell renewal. And this is the morphing, the rejuvenation of skin cells that make their way to the top surface. Let's start by talking about the skin's protective acid mantle. The acid mantle is actually an invisible film that sits on the surface of the skin. And you know it's there because if you've ever washed your face with a really harsh soap, dried it off, and then it feels really sensitive and almost uncomfortably tight, that's a sign that you stripped your acid mantle away. Unfortunately, a lot of skincare products can do that. I want to point out that the pH is actually a measure of acid to alkaline ratio. Acid means substances like vinegar, and then alkaline, think bleach or ammonia. Your skin has a pH of about 4.5 to 5, slightly acidic, and maintaining this pH balance is an important factor in healthy skin care and often overlooked when we look to different products to help with blocking or slowing the aging process. We know that an unhealthy diet and lifestyle factors can also throw off your pH balance, which can lead to irritation and dryness and even premature wrinkles. Changes in pH actually are even reported to play a role in the pathogenesis, and that means the development of skin diseases. For example, people with eczema tend to have a higher measured pH value in areas that are affected. So why is this? What goes wrong? It's important to know that our skin actually needs a healthy balance of bacteria in order to function optimally. Does that sound familiar? Yep, our gut has a series of healthy bacterial populations. But on your skin's surface, it's known that an acidic pH encourages the right type of microbes to exist on the surface. And if you go with a more alkaline pH, the harsh soaps or skincare routine that isn't pH appropriate, it can throw this all out of whack. So our skin's health depends on preserving this unique ecosystem of microbes that live in harmony on our skin surface. They depend on that specific pH, a slightly acidic pH. And it's the acidity of the protective acid mantle that plays an important and critical role in preserving the integrity of those layers of skin that make up what we call the barrier function. The outermost layer of skin is called the horny layer. This horny layer is actually responsible for maintaining hydration of your skin, how firm it feels, the softness, and also keeping these unwanted toxins out. If you've ever wondered why your skin might be dry and flaky or even irritated, overly sensitive, chances are the horny layer has been compromised in some way. We know that maintaining the protective layer, the horny layer, requires constant regeneration of skin cells from below. The top layer of the skin, the epidermis, what we're now calling the surface, the horny layer, is constantly refreshed. This leads to our third component, the active cell renewal. This is the rate at which the body's able to replace skin cells in the skin barrier, and it also impacts how fresh and youthful looking your skin is. Think of your skin surface as a nice green lush lawn. And you're constantly taking care of the surface of that green lawn, making sure it's fed properly, you're mowing it, watering it. Well, new grass shoots come up to keep that lawn healthy and looking its best. On your skin surface, we have down below active cell renewal, where the body is constantly able and does replace skin cells to make their way to morph and get to the skin surface. The rate at which the active cell renewal occurs is actually dependent upon the quality of nutrients, just like that grass. It's got to have good nutrients going in it to be refreshed. These nutrients and new skin cells come to the surface, and they come from two sources. Remember, just like a lawn, you can nourish it from the inside, so our bloodstream from a healthful diet, as well as topically. Topically applied nutrients can make a remarkable difference to the active cell renewal process. We have to make sure, though, that they're biocompatible for the assimilation into the cells and that they deliver vital nutrients such as phytonutrients, essential oils and fats, even peptides, which are components of protein, and a wealth of different trace minerals so important for skin health.